Alright, howdy folks. We'll get started in just a minute. And there we go. Alrighty, let's take a look at what we got. We got a Mynock Division Round 2 on Yavin matchup tonight, and we have on Empire TFA's Vadar's Rist with Evil Pepe and Hudson coming out in pretty standard bomber loadouts, give or take a jet engine, and Evil Edgar in with a pretty standard ion torpedo. Alright, and let's take a look at what New Republic's up to. Republic, we got Night Witch's Curse Squadron. We got, oh, intriguing. Looks like we got two more or less standard bombers, give or take a hull and a jet engine, and a support on the field. That's an intriguing strategy. We'll see how that plays out for them. Alright, interesting. Oh, and a Cantina Band solo from Excalibur. Nicely done. Style points. Oh, multiple Cantina Band solos. Nice. Very nice.
I just missed everybody?
Nope. And welcome to the stream, Caleb.
Oh! Hello, streamers.
We got Mynock Division Round 2 for those who are coming in late. Vadar's Rist versus Night Witch's Curse on Yavin. Let's see how the flip goes. Interesting, because Night Witch's has a support on the field. Interested to see. Is anyone going for any dumbfires? Viper does not look like it's going for dumbfires. Excalibur, nope. Hudson, no. Evil Pepe, maybe? Not quite. Kind of, no. Maybe, probably. No. Use this window. So no dumbfires. But I see some hard locks and some AI packs there. Which is with an early advantage and interesting. Their ion support is going for the Raider. Oh. But with Vadar's Rist coming in strong on that AI farm. Nice job by Vadar's Rist winning the flip, but the Flex is in rough shape right now, which would make shields to be very challenging.
Frigates in range, deploying a Raider to assault their defenses.
Gutsy move. The Flex is going for it anyway with 23 hull. Bold strategy. What do you think, Caleb?
I think sometimes timing necessitates the bold move. I can definitely appreciate a flex. You can put that first. If it pays off, it's going to be great. If he dies, then it's going to be even worse than if he went back.
Got the torps off too. And he goes down, but he gets the shields too. And here come the bombers.
And see, that's a will. For me, that's a willing sacrifice. That's a good sacrifice.
Intriguing. Ion Flex has just stripped the shields and the Raider goes down. Morale is now at half from Night Witches. Farm is slowly coming in. How much farm do we have here? Oh, intriguing. Only a little bit of farm out of the one player. Otherwise, Vadar's Rist is out farming. Night Witches. Sorry, Vadar's Rist. I'm going to use the same myself. Oh, and Hudson under pressure. Oh, there we go. First frigate is now in out-of-phase position, giving Vadar quite the advantage here. Especially if they can get the shields down on that second frigate. Really efficient attack from there, coming up to about the 90-second mark, and they've got both shields down, and one frigate in out-of-phase position. So all three bombers are in trouble. Oh, sorry, two bombers and Flex are in trouble. Retreating, will we see an out-of-phase? Don't believe so. Echo goes down, Pepe's back in resupply. Let's see how Ion Flex works. The Ion support. And here comes the shield strip. Maybe? There it goes. A very efficient shield strip by NiWi Skirts. As the bombers make their way in. Oh, and the Mark too. This could be intriguing. Not sure if it was intentional or not, but they stripped the shields on the strong side with the Raider to help them maximize their offensive damage. The Vadars were slow to get the farm down, though. All that time reloading slowed them down. As NiWi gets the first frigate down to half in very quick succession here.
Corvette destroyed. Blast.
Oh, and that was the Ion Torp picks up on the second shields, and yep, there they go. Oh, but Steel Viper in quite a bit of trouble, and down he goes. He was picked by Evil Edgar. Yes, he was. Vader's Rist slow to mount a defense, but the defense finally coming in. See what we're looking like. The farm's about evenly spread between the two teams. Vader's Rist with the flip. Oh, and the support is down. Oh, NiWi is getting to out of phase, but a sacrifice. Counter some of the morale gain there. Well, Pepe under quite a bit of PK pressure. Evil Edgar going to reload. Vader's Rist still with the advantage here. They could take it to the MC75 and see if they can get a shield generator down. NiWi is a little bit behind, but certainly not out of reach. Hudson going for the tactical bonk off the Raider. Some very nice drifting by Hudson there. Oh, and another tactical bonk, and down he goes. There goes the Nebulon. Morale's at 2/3. If Pepe's efficient along with Edgar, they can strip both shield generators, but that may be a bit of a tall order with only 2 players in. NiWi is only just now starting to get the Raider. Oh, and a nice pick by Evil Edgar. That'll extend the phase significantly. May buy enough time for Hudson to get back in and strip a shield gen. Looks like Excalibur's going for a PK defense. Steel Viper is farming. Vader's Rist getting their first shield down. That's huge. They still have about a quarter morale in the phase, and the Raider's down. If Hudson can sneak in real quick, they may just get both. Meaning that unless NiWi can one phase at everything. Oh, poor Hudson. About an arm reach short of getting through that shield generator, and the phase flips. I've had that happen to me a number of times. And in the tractor beam, too. NiWi is in a bit of trouble here. They have to have a deep run. Looks like they're reloading, too. Still anyone's game, but NiWi certainly has an uphill battle to climb. Steel Viper still on the PK. Excalibur coming in on the frigate. Also switching to PK. Frigate's about to go down, giving Night Witch's Curse a near full almost a full morale bar for their assault on the Star Destroyer. They'll have to get at least both generators here if they want to give Vader's Wrist a run for their money. Let's see what their support is up to. Support is going right for power. Well, the two Y-Wings look like they're going for... Or one of the Y-Wings is going for a shield generator, and another Y-Wing is PKing. Oh, Excalibur bonking off the shield gen, taking a lot of hull damage. That one moment where your drift button just does not cooperate. Hate to see it. Morale very quickly evaporating as Vadar's Rist is mounting a very efficient defense here. The Raider down. Some PK pressure. The farm coming in from Hudson. There's the flip. Vadar's Rist with Vadar's Rist with a strong opportunity here to win it with one shield generator and an MC75 on 3PO settings to go. Looks like they're regrouping here. Night Witches with some early morale here. Cut that phase really short. Vader's Rist is going to have to be a little quicker here. Shields on the Raider go down. Here we go, Hudson coming in on the shield generator and the suited barrier. And there goes the gems.
Enemy shields are being disabled.
See if we can get some damage done here. Oh, and there's the damage starting to pour in on those 3PO settings. As power mostly almost goes down as Pepe's powers that one. Sneeze on it. Throw a glove at it. There we go. There goes power. 275 is a bit of a sitting duck, but morale is quickly bleeding away. Tractor beams are doing Hudson a dirty there. Hudson's low, Pepe's low, Edgar's low, and the MC75 is still above half. I'm not sure if it's going to be... Oh, and the damage really pouring in now as those weak spots are getting hit. MC75 is at 30. Tough call. Night Witch is now with an opportunity to take the game back. Oh, we got a B-Wing on the field, too. Both shield gens on the Star Destroyer and power are still up, so there's a ways to go. If Vadar's Rist can mount an efficient defense, they can still take it. Rex trying to get a sloop in on the shield generators, and the Star Destroyer shoots a brute force down. Very efficient, but oh, a tactical bonk there. There goes the Raider as the morale is starting to turn in favor of Vadar's Rist. Oh, and Viper goes down hard from Edgar. There goes the first shield gem. Oh, and Excalibur goes down. Did they get both? No. Star Destroyer is clinging on to life with that one generator left. Oh, and there goes morale. A couple of really well-timed PKs there by Edgar. Really swung the morale in favor of Vadar's Rist. Will still Viper be able to get the last shield gem? And yes, he does. Right as the morale flips. This may be a base race here. The MC75 at 24 as the bombers come in. Hudson drifting nicely around the back of that MC75. Under a lot of pressure. Oh, and there it goes. Vadar's Rist takes game number 1.
The New Republic has been defeated, as expected.
Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Evil Pepe with 4 kills, 2 deaths, 15 AI, and 67k capship damage. Hudson with 0 kills, 4 deaths, 38 AI, very respectable, and almost 30k capship damage. Evil Edgar with 9 kills and 5 deaths. Ooh, bringing the heat here. And 20k capship damage. And on Night Witch's Curse, we have Excalibur with 5 kills, 3 deaths, 9 AI, and 30k capship damage. Steel Viper with no kills, 6 deaths, 44 AI, very respectable, and 30k capship damage. Lollipop Rex with 1 kill, 4 deaths, no AI, and 3000 capship damage. Whew. That game was closer than it looked, folks. There we go, get the scoreboard adjusted as we head back to the lobby. Caleb, would you like to join me in spectating and commenting on the next one?
I would, actually, if you wouldn't.
Alrighty. Got the scoreboard. My cheap attempt at a scoreboard updated. That was a well-played match. That was close. Could have gone either way.
They made it really interesting at the very end by a big surprise. They had taken a lot of damage on their MC75, and then for them to come back and make it so where their ship was still out of phaseable, and they had a good possibility of winning it, but Vadar's Rist had to be consistent, and that's exactly what they did in order to secure that win. So
they did. Night Watcher's Curse struggled with those shield gens, but otherwise they had a golden opportunity there.
Mm-hmm.
A bit more of an efficient run on those gens, and that would have been a very different game.
But kudos to them for also making a big comeback. I mean,
absolutely.
That last phase where they got the morale pouring in, it was a lot faster than they had done the rest of that match. So that was a big adjustment. So that shows a lot by a team that can make that adjustment.
Absolutely. That 44 AI goes a long way to achieving that.
Never underestimate the power of your farmers. Thank your farmers all the time.
As a farmer myself, I appreciate that.
Thank you, farmers. Thank you, farmers.
But I will say that Night Witch's Curse had a very good second capship defense where they got that morale in really quickly. They must have had a pack lined up ready to go as soon as that flip happened. I blinked,
and that's the way it should be.
Yeah. I just blinked, boom, quarter morale. Very nicely done.
I don't need to look far to point one out, but I've watched another guy fly quite a bit, and there's a guy who watches for that flip to happen quickly, so he can do his job in a very quick amount of time, and that's Fat Boy. I've watched him several times, and he likes to deliver the ion torpedoes to strip shields, and even before you can think about, okay, which frigate am I going to, those shields are already out. Yeah, it's very impressive for him because he has a lot of game sense in order to prepare himself to get those shields down in such a quick amount of time before anybody has a chance to react to it. So that's how the farmers, I think, should be when it comes to down to getting to taking down packs and their shield gens. You got to be up there and ready, especially nowadays with the farm coming in so fast. You have no time to get set up.
There we go. Sent you the info. Alrighty. Now with... Oh, that's his blue squadron. Go me. That should not say blue squadron. That's a boo-boo on my part. There we go. Apologies to Night Witches. That one's a caster's boo-boo. Alrighty.
Wait, casters are human too?
Apparently not.
Oh.
Alright, looks like Night Witch is coming up with the same strategy. Ion Flex. And 2 bombers. Let's take a look at Vadar's Rist. If I can switch. There we go. We got, looks like 2 Y-Wings. Pretty standard. And an Ion Flex. We'll see both teams sticking to their same strategies. Interesting. Oh, and Hudson with the flex. Very nicely done, Hudson. Style points over there.
Excalibur's already crying about the match, unfortunately. Okay, Excalibur. It's gonna be fine. No, it's okay, Excalibur. Don't be upset. Hasn't even started yet. This is a good chance for them to come back. They've got Empire this time, so let's see if we're going to have an Empire split this time.
Interesting. It was certainly a close match.
It was. That's what I mean. It's just like, if they, because they have Empire this time, if they can take the Empire here, that means that that match was that close. So a lot of people play better when they have the Empire. I personally, if I'm doing flex, I just love the X-Wing, so I don't know. For that reason, I play sometimes a bit better on New Republic. I know it's weird.
I may be biased, but that TIE Bomber drift is the best drift.
You're not wrong.
Alright. What do we got? On New Republic. Looks like Pepe is not going for a dumbfire, and neither is Hudson. Looks like they're both going for hardlock. Interesting. Empire's up to. Oh, interesting. Going for a PK bomber. See how well that plays out. Ooh, Steel and Excalibur choosing to try and focus down Hudson. But Hudson's still getting the AI under pressure. Very well done, Hudson. And the AI flex targeting another one of the Y-Wings who's marked. Pepe under quite a lot of pressure. Vadar's were still managing to get quite a bit of AI, and there's the flip.
That was great. That's pretty quick.
Absolutely.
Republic Corvette
Let's see
destroyed.
what Evil Edgar does. Now that the
We
flip's
pushed
done.
their cruisers. Let's
Got a
take the other
torpedo
defensive
locked and loaded. Where is he going? Currently got a missile targeted. There we go. Looks like Evil Edgar's making a run for, I believe that's Charlie. There come the ions, and there goes Charlie's shield.
It's pretty well done. And he's still alive to tell the tale. Ooh, took a big hit there.
Ooh, Pepe and Hudson being very well coordinated, with Pepe going for the top turrets and Hudson going for the bottom turrets. Very nice to see. Vader's Rist very efficiently, in under a minute, getting Charlie down below half. Looks like Night Witch's Curse is struggling to get some of that initial farm going on.
I was just having a look at that. So far only 5 and 3, and some of that was from the initial flip, so it's not
and there
coming
goes
in
the
very
Raider.
quickly.
And morale finally coming in. Oh, and Lollipop Rex's dunk. Oh, and down he goes. Excellent pick by Evil Edgar.
Here comes a good pack, though, by Steel Viper, I think.
Which is playing catch-up here. Vadar's Rist has one frigate almost into the outer phase range.
Nice job by Steel Viper to use the clouds for cover. Dipped in and then disappeared for a minute, and now he's back out, lining up another pack.
Hudson flying a little more than an armchair and a foot pedal. Probably a good time to go back to retreat. There he goes.
Yep, but Lily Pop is on him. Can he make it back?
The morale has been very slow for NiWi's Curse this round. The match is coming up on the phase is coming up in 2.5 minutes. Still struggling to get the flip.
Steel Viper's got 12 AI right now, and Excalibur's got 3, so looks like they might be only flying one person to farm.
Vadar's Rist slowly chiseling away at that second frigate. We might see a double out of phase here. Oh, as Excalibur goes down.
Ooh. Nice pressure on Steel Viper. Their person is farming right now, and Excalibur's down at the same time. No farmers! So that'll extend the phase quite a bit here.
Yes, it will. Looks like
now that
he's reloading. Are they gonna push through? This could be intriguing.
Ooh. I mean, that would be a good call at this point.
That first frigate is down right onto a sneeze of being taken out. Both
there
frigates
goes the morale.
Well into out of phase territory. We could see a double. Quite a short offensive phase here for NiWi's. Morale still taking its time.
There it goes. Now we'll see the double out of phase.
Oh, and it looks like Lollipop Rex has switched from a support to a bomber. Oh, and gets an ion bomber. Have not seen that in a while.
There goes the one.
On Evil Edgar to get the flip.
Hudson trying to get that second out of phase. He's under a lot of pressure. I don't think he's going to get it. Nope, there Hudson goes down.
Oh, Edgar down, Hudson down, and Pepe under pressure.
Pepe's putting the pressure on Steel Viper right now. And there goes Viper. That's a good pick.
Lollipop Rex struggling to get the ions on target.
And here comes the double out of phase. Pepe's lining it up.
Frigates at 3.
Yep, it's going to go right here.
And there it goes.
Our frigates are under attack.
Both frigates still have shields, and morale is now below half.
Excellent.
And the Raiders at 28. That's going to be a quick phase.
It will. NiWi just need to get some ions on those frigates.
And a nice pack already lined up for Pepe.
And there go the shields on Charlie. Excalibur with a bonk off the engine on the Nebulon, and down he goes.
And that's the flip.
Vadar's Rist in a strong position here with a very solid offense and a strong defense.
And two players off the field for NiWi's.
Looks like TFA Vadar's Rist is going in more or less one at a time here. Hudson leading the charge, followed by Pepe, followed by Evil Edgar. Let's see how well they can pick up those shield gens. Oh, Hudson, low on power there for a second. Going in on that visual right generator. Let's see what he can do. Pepe's with him. Oh.
Hudson goes down.
Hudson goes down. And Pepe finished off that gen. Oh, he already did.
Oh, didn't get quite through the shield on that last orbit.
But nonetheless, a very efficient generator run there.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, and Pepe switching to power. Focus on the shields.
Enemy shields disabled.
Here he's coming back around.
Oh no. We lost a Corvette.
Hudson coming back in, but probably not before the morale flips. Pepe all alone on those shield generators and under pressure. Will he get it?
Very nice orbit. That was great.
Oh, nicely done, Pepe. Both shields down, a very successful attack run there. Morale is just about done, but nonetheless, that will set them up for extraordinary success. NiWi's Curse limiting the damage to just the shield generators. Not going down yet. Oh, and a squad wipe there for Vadar's Rist. NiWi is showing that they can level out some PK pressure. Here comes Lollipop Rex with the ions.
There go the shields. And damage is already pouring in on that Ebulon. Already at 85.
Very much so. Let's see what Vadar's Rist is up to. Looks like they're focusing the Raider, which is down now below half. And Ebulon almost into out of phase position now. NiWi is probably going to have to push a little bit harder than just out of phase to win this one.
Yeah, I think NiWi's here will have to push through if they can get both frigates down.
Oh, the Goliath and Multilock shredding what's left of that Nebulon. It's down at 3, and there's the flip. Oh, and Excalibur can't quite get the out of phase. That Nebulon is at 3. Throw a shoe at it.
They'll need a really strong out of phase here. And then Lillipop just suicided into the clouds.
Steel Viper going in to get that out of phase. See if he can restrict the damage here. There's the out of phase as that kicks off the morale for Night Witches. Okay, coming in on power. Down goes power.
That was pretty quick.
Star Destroyer now shredded quickly, below half. Had some bonks off the garbage disposal.
Oh, here comes some weak points.
We get the weak point.
Pepe taking a couple of weak points and throwing out the multi-locks. And looks like he's going to get the tractor beams here too. And a weak point next to the tractor beam.
Oh, and that
really good run.
Earlier match. Getting caught in the tractor beam in round 1.
Pepe just had an absolute game that time.
Very much so. Took out both shield generators, the power, and several weak spots.
3 weak points on the bottom and the tractor beam right next to it. That was a killer run.
As game 2 goes to TFA Vadar's Rist, taking both games 2-0. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. On Vadar's Rist, we got Pepe with 3 kills, 13 AI, and 45k cap ship damage. Hudson with 3 deaths, 23 AI, and 34k cap ship damage. Evil Edgar with 5 kills, 4 deaths, and 19k cap ship damage. Whew.
Pretty good numbers.
Lots of
and
PK
Steel Viper
in this game.
But see, here's the thing: is that look there, 41 AI by Steel Viper. I think if Excalibur had put that much effort into AI, that could have been a very different story.
Although 45 AI, well, over 40 in both matches for him, that's a very respectable number, pulling in 80 AI over the 2 games.
Absolutely.
Very respectable numbers. Perhaps a little focused on PK pressure, but nonetheless.
No, I think if we'll see, Steel Viper was doing a lot of the AI, but I think if you had another person joining him to do the AI, I think that could have gone towards having much shorter defensive phases, which I think was pretty much the downfall in this match here.
Right, and we saw Lollipop switch from his original support, like ion support, to a bomber with ion lasers, but he seemed to do more ion damage with the support. Almost would have been better to stick with what was working.
Mm-hmm. And you would have still had the benefit of the marks, too.
A very, very, very close set of games. Fun to watch.
Absolute blast.
So I'll go ahead and update the scoreboard. And there we go, folks. Alrighty. Doesn't look like there's going to be an interview because I do not have access to the Mynock division in 3PO. But it was a fantastic game, so I will close it up here. Caleb, would you like to say anything?
I just want to let both teams know that was absolute fun to watch. And Corbell, thank you so much for letting me be a guest on your stream.
Absolutely. And a huge shout out and thank you to both teams, TFA Vadar's Rist and Night Witch's Curse Squadron, for playing a fantastic set of games. Thanks everyone, and we'll catch you all later.